Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out my missionary biography video. My name is Caleb Dorman, and for my missionary biography, I decided to read Adoniram Judson, a bicentennial approach of the pioneer American missionary. This is a volume in a larger series of Baptist life and thought, edited by Judson and contributors such as Nathan Finn and Dr. Aiken. So seeing those names and seeing that it was in Baptist life and thought really drew me to this particular volume on Judson's life. Just a few interesting aspects of this book that might be a little different from other biographies on Judson's life is it kind of has like this pre-biography to Judson's life. It deals with William Carey and the way he laid the foundation for modern missions. It also deals with the background theological world that really influenced Judson and his family, and that would be the teachings and preachings of Jonathan Edwards. So the first two chapters of this book don't deal directly with Judson, but actually deal with the theology and the background of Carey's life that would go on to influence and pave the way for Judson and his missionary journey. I'll try to keep this video as short as possible and hopefully not too boring. Just a few areas of significant thought and impactfulness for me would be one, we see in Judson's life that missions doesn't happen in a vacuum. It doesn't happen by ourselves. It happens because of others who have gone before us and paved the way. We see this in the life of William Carey. For Judson, William Carey would be the father of modern missions. He would help lead the way for men and women to begin to give their lives completely over to missions. His influence had such a great impact that one of Carey's close friends, Samuel Pierce, would establish a missionary society in which they would send the first American missionaries to Asia, two of which would be Anne and Adoniram Judson. So as we think about the life of Judson, we can't separate that from the lives of other missionaries who went before him and the missionaries who go after him. It's all connected for the work of the kingdom. And as we think about missions today in the 21st century, we can't disconnect that from the work of Judson and Carey and many others who have paved the way for us to be able to go and live life on missions in these different contexts. Another significant impactful piece from this work was the fact that Judson, just like many of us, had ambitions and goals outside of the church. He was a very intelligent kid. He got into college at the age of 16. He was very bright in the area of languages, and he wanted to live a good and wealthy life, and he sought that out for several years until Christ called him and brought him into his church and put a call on Judson's life to spend his life on missions. I think we can all resonate with the fact that we didn't see ourselves in seminary probably in our early teenage years. We probably had a lot of worldly ambitions, and like Judson, probably wanted to live life to what we thought was the fullest. And so it's neat to see that Judson, who is this famous missionary, also had a lot of these same earthly ambitions, but just like he did, we have to surrender those ambitions and put them in line with what Christ's call is on our life. Finally, a third significant impact for me as I read through the life of Judson was the impact his wives had. So Judson had 3 wives, 2 of which would die before he would, and the third, Emily, would live a few years after Judson would pass. So each wife was unique and different, and they each offered different needs and different skill sets and different talents for Judson at different times. We'd see that Anne was very different than Emily, and Sarah was very different than Anne, but each of them offered something unique and important to the missionary journey that Judson was put on. So something we can learn from his life is through suffering and the loss of children and wives and different hardships, we know that God is going to meet our needs coming through those times of sufferings. He's going to give us the resources and the comfort and the care we need moving forward through that. So just a few things I learned in the life of Judson. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for checking it out.